So, in today's video, something that's happened, something terrifying. It is the fact that my incubator of 4 years said Cameron
of real Anoles. My friend, we don't want to work anymore. We just don't want to work anymore. We ain't feeling it today.
After 4 hard years of building and working on this incubator, it said, "Hey Cameron, I'm not gonna work. I know you have free Valencia eggs and a bunch of Farius eggs and way too many false chameleon eggs, but I don't want to work anymore. Deal with it." So, you're obviously going to need parts to, well, build this. What do you need? You need a lot of things, honestly. First off, we're going to go over, you need this. Heat tape, the most important thing of this, and yet the most dangerous of it all. Well, quite frankly, one, let's get it over with. Very annoying to get, about 99% of all this stuff from Reptile Basics. But, heat tape, very important, very annoying to get. But get it from Reptile Basics, make your day simple. Very much different sizes, etc., etc. But this product is very much annoying because if you mess it up, you can, well, cause a lot of problems, if you get what I'm saying. So, simple way to get around of it is don't be dumb and have everything else you need, which I'm about to go over. Let's go on now. You need a thermostat. Why is that? It's because thermostats are going to basically plug into it, which we're going to talk about later and how, to the heat tape. And it's going to tell the heat tape to whatever you set this to, which can either be 100 degrees, 60 degrees, you know, whatever, like 70, 84 type, you know, English. Yeah, it's going to basically regulate it. Once it's plugged in and all connected, it's going to make the thing go, hey, don't get any hotter than this or we're going to have a problem, buddy. The way it's going to do that, obviously, is with a probe. Now, this bit gets plugged in into the thing, and, there it is. It's all there. This bit gets thrown into the incubator near the area where you're going to have it. I recommend putting it in the middle. You're going to see later, obviously. And what it's going to do is this is going to read how hot the actual area is of the heat tape is affecting. And let's say you have it set to 82 degrees. If it gets to 84, it's going to shut off, let it cool down to 82, and then turn back on to keep it going at 82 consistently. So, you need this. It comes with this. Just wanted to go over it. Then, the other thing you're going to need, this will get plugged into the, obviously, the incubator. But these two ends, once you use a hole puncher, which you'll see right about, well, now, like, it's a hole puncher. What do you want me to do? Talk about this for 2 minutes about how to use it? I think we all know how to do this. Yeah. Once the holes are in, you put those in. You use these to help, you know, cover it so you don't cause problems. And just to hold these in with the little things. You'll see how they get used very soon. And once that's all done, my friend, this is now, well, a working thermostat. It's going to regulate temperature. It's going to be connected to your heat tape and all the fun stuff. Cool stuff. Also gonna need some scissors to cut the heat tape and, you know, the aluminum tape. I recommend aluminum tape over, you know, like electrical tape. Just because I've heard most people recommend this product over, you know, the electrical tape. I've heard some people use it. I've never really seen it, at least commonly. So I just get this. It works better. It's easier to work with and it lasts longer from everything I understand. So yeah, let's go build the incubator. Yay.
So as you're seeing, I'm recording this video, and there are 2 hands. That means this phone is attached to my chest. I hate filming this way if you cannot tell. But we're gonna grab the heat tape, remove the rubber band, throw it on the couch to show you how many feet there is. I think it was about 6, I believe. You know, I'm guessing. It's from memory. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna basically just roll this down the back of the incubator, figure out how much we're actually gonna use, and get it all situated. Once that's figured out, we're gonna obviously poke holes and all that fun stuff. Also, just wanted to mention, when you're cutting the heat tape, you want to cut on the white, not the black. Got it? Very simple reason. If you cut on the black, you can actually make it not work on both ends. And you don't want that at all. It's not fun.
To get my real voice again, I just want to say it now in case when I come to editing and I mess it up or just forget. The long one, as you see, got the long one here. This is interesting. You want this long one to always come out through the bottom, and you want this one to be the top. Oh, the top. You know, little one top, big one bottom. Do that. You have to do it. I don't make the rules. I'm just following it because if you don't do it right, you can start a fire. and that isn't fun. So yeah.
So this part was drastically cut down because actually trying to get these little things to slide in between each part is the most annoying thing ever. You have to get it in there, get it in the hole, and then after that, it's pretty easy. But trying to get it in there, very annoying. Then if you remember what I said earlier about the small and big rivet at the bottom, small rivet at the, top, then you set it down and you can either use a cripper tool or whatever. But those are like $60 and I'd only ever use them for this. So honestly, anything that has a blunt end, like the bottom of a drill or a hammer, works just fine to do the next part, which is beating them in together. Now you grab these extremely sticky gray strips and you want to cover all this area because these are live wire that will be on once this is going, and you don't want to touch that, or worse, have it touch the metal tip, because my friends, you will be cooked. Quite actually, you will honestly be cooked if you touch that. So it's for your safety, and it's one of the most important things. Please do not forget to do this. I'm so serious. So the aluminum tape finally comes in handy. Basically, you just want to tape up that and get that started to be put on the back of the wall. Then you just want to continuously tape going down the side. Try to stick to only taping the white part, because if it's on the copper, it will get a little hot. The actual aluminum doesn't get as hot as the heat tape, but it does get some heat that will burn you if you touch it a little bit. And while I was yapping about the importance of how to do this, guess what? We're done.
Let me just, crack that open. Whoa, it's a light. But, as you see, that's reading about 80 to 82. We're gonna go this way. That's reading about 80 to 82. So, everything in here is reading the proper temps. But, this phone's only been in here a second. Wow, it's already getting hot. That's crazy. What does it say, though? Let me just, wow, crazy.